All right, let's do our nominations. Best music streamer. Streamer who creates the best music content showcasing talents such as singing, playing instruments, DJing, producing, composing, or more. There's two answers for this. In my mind. The first one might be the more obvious one. Kason. Okay? He did the DJ sets every day during Kai's Mafia-thon, and I think has probably been like the largest like DJ streamer this year and honed his craft. So a lot of respect there. Okay. There's a couple actually. You also could do Blackboy Max, who's been actually this is actually a very competitive category because Blackboy Max has been getting crazy artists in the studio. I mean, one of the most viral moments like with recent history is like Rakai in the booth doing the dance. And that was from Blackboy Max. Dang. So there's also Blackboy Max. I forgot about that. Then you have Ari at Home. Ari at Home has been on a generational run. Ari at Home, I always see pop on my shorts. If you don't know Ari,
my friend texted me saying he was with you.
He walks around, streams, and then does like live beats.
What you doing? Everybody finds you confusing, but that can't be true. Is it just me and not you? You gotta.
So I don't know. It's actually hard. This is actually really hard. This is the most competitive I've ever seen the music category be. I think I personally, I'll personally go with Ari at Home here. Because I think Kason and Max will probably already get in via nominations from their own fans, but also have the ability to be nominated for like a few other categories. So I don't mind throwing Ari at Home a nod here. Best creative arts streamer. Streamer who creates the best art, food and drink, dance, ASMR, or makers in crafting content. Okay, I don't think I know many here. I think the only people who I really watch do baking streams is Cutie, but Cutie doesn't like, you can't nominate Cutie. She doesn't accept nominations. This is hard. I'm not as tapped in here. You could do Emmy for cosplays. That's true. That would count, right? That's creative arts. Jamie, does Jamie stream that much? Enough hours? It might be enough. Yeah, I guess I'm not tapped in enough, but I'll go Emiru for the cosplay and the cosplay contests. Best role player, streamer who delivers the most entertaining role-playing content in GTRP, Rust, VR Chat, Arc, Dungeons and Dragons, etc. Okay, I'm not tapped in enough on this one either. I haven't been following RP lately, but I'm just gonna throw a nod over to Kason. I think Will Neff actually deserves a nod too. But I already wrote Kason's name down, and I'd feel bad backspacing it and typing a new one. So I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just going to keep it with Kason. Best MOBA streamer. Streamer creates the best mobile content playing games like League of Legends, Dota 2, Pokemon Unite, Smite, and others. I put Slime IRL. Dude, okay. I watch Slime, I think, more than most people. I've delayed streams to watch Slime, and he's on a generational run. He has to be the hardest MOBA streamer to watch. He's got to be one of the hardest. It's a tough watch. So I think I'm going to go, you were hard to watch too. That's true. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm not saying you're wrong on this front. But I know voting for the favorite is like you don't need to nominate the favorite, right? Because they're going to get voted in anyway. But sometimes I just have to give respect to someone who's having the best year they've ever had ever when they've already had such amazing years. I got to give it to Cadril, bro. He's having like the greatest year after already having the greatest year. He's going crazy. This is his award. Like, he's just going to win this award. It's not close. The question is who's going to be nominated alongside him. But Cadril's just going to win, bro. And he deserves to win. He barely plays. The question is best MOBA streamer, not best MOBA player. All right? So he doesn't need to play it. Kason! I got you. Slime's playing League right now, and I'm going to watch him tonight. I'm going to watch him when I end the stream. But I have to respect the GOAT here. Best brand partner, awarded to a brand that is helping streamers' aspirations come true through brand partnerships and sponsorships. Streamers are able to make more than ever imagined. This brand is what makes it happen. Okay. I got to put in Red Bull. Not just because of what Red Bull has done for me, right? Because Red Bull helped. Like, they're the main partner for streamer games. But also, like, the Jason the Ween skydiving was fucking crazy. I think Red Bull has just been insane. They've been insane. Pick one that doesn't sponsor you. Why? Brother, I'm nominating under my own name and login. I'm going to be biased. You're acting like I'm trying to be fucking Walter Cronkite. It's my nomination. Hey, I implore you to make your own nominations at home. But I work with Red Bull, and I've seen what Red Bull's done when I have worked with them, and I think it rules, so I'm voting for him. Hidden Gem Award, recognizing a growing streamer averaging under 200 viewers this year. This award goes to a true hidden gem that deserves to shine, presented by Omen HyperX. Yo, let's go nut. I'm going nut, bro. Nut's got big streamer energy. Nut might be under 200 viewers, but has the energy, the aura of a 2,000 viewer streamer, if not 20,000. I'm going nut all day. Best Battle Royale streamer. Streamer likes the best Battle Royale content with games like Fortnite, Apex, PUBG, COD, Warzone, Fall Guys, and others. Best Battle Royale streamer. Interesting. I think there's a few here. Clicks. You have Nicewig. You have Ninja. Connor Eats Pants. I wouldn't call Connor Eats Pants a Battle Royale streamer. Fortnite is the vehicle for his show, but is not the highlight. I feel like best Battle Royale streamer is someone who's showcasing the Battle Royale as the highlight. Now, I think Fortnite Friday can be in its own category, but I wouldn't put. I'm gonna go Nicewig. I'm gonna go Nicewig, bro. Hey, stop eating my wires. Stop eating my wires. All right, best fighting game streamer. Streamer who makes the best fighting game content from Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 to Mortal Kombat and Super Smash Bros. Okay, this is a tough one. I do think Sajam is an easy pick here. Absolutely. But I'm going to go with my favorite fighting game streamer. Sajam deserves the nod, and I agree with that 1,000%. Okay? 1,000%. Give me Lily Pichu. Give me Lily. Wait, did Lily Pichu beat? Wasn't she nominated last year? Didn't she get the nomination last year? Didn't she beat Harada last year? She was nominated and lost, and she got a bunch of shit for it. Yeah, you know what? Hold up. Let me take it back. Let me take it back because I forgot about that. You know what, bro? Give it to Zayn. Give me Zayn Nagami, bro. The Suckathon deserves a shrine, and I'm going to write Zayn's name down so he gets that nod. At least from me. He has literally put Melee streaming on his back. He's put that on his back. Best MMORPG streamer. Best MMORPG streamer. This is hard for me. This is hard for me. Because I'm not super tapped in. Was Tyler 1 leading the OnlyFangs this year or last year? That was last year, right? That was end of last year into this year? That was beginning of this year? It has been a long year. He's the greatest rogue of all time? The guy who has a weird bike in his background that's just sitting there in a hallway that's always dark and never well lit. This is the same guy. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same guy. He's the greatest rogue of all time. I've watched like 50 hours of him play Lucian. I didn't know this. Watch his rogue highlights. I don't even know what that means. Peekaboo rogue highlights. Oh my God, it's the same guy.
I got knocked on it. Let's hello.
Nice, good. I gouge off this.
Recon.
Nice, huge. I gouge. Kitty.
Back up.
I can cheap off. Cheap Billy got two. Cheap this
I
guy
just
two.
blast him.
For everything.
Kill Lake.
Yeah,
Get clone. Just keep going. Go. I have more CC.
Sure. Go through them.
Sat them. Cloak. Kitty. Shit.
Bro, look at my broccoli. I got.
Lock him in. Peekaboo IRL. Lock him in. I understood what was happening. Best speedrun streamer. Streamer who creates the most entertaining and impressive speedrunning content.
You're my man.
I want
WPSL
to go
stream Luddy.
back. I'm not going Squeaks. I don't think Squeaks has enough hours, to be honest. He might. Squeaks won last year, though. Why do you hate Pookie? I don't hate Pookie. I think Pookie's awesome. I love Pookie dearly. But I don't know if Pookie has enough hours. Does he? He has 62 hours in Mario 64. Don't you need like 100 plus or something? He didn't do anything speedrunning this year. Let's be honest. So I want to give a nomination. No, not to a Mario runner. I feel like I always give it to a Mario runner. And Mario runners are deserving. But I want to give a shout out to somebody who just got back into speedrunning after doing, I guess, another form of speedrunning, randomizers. But I want to give a nod to ZFG, bro. I want to give ZFG a nod, who's back speedrunning and crushing world record after world record after world record. I think Blue SR could also get a nomination. Blue SR would be my second. But I'm going to give it to ZFG. Best sports streamer. Streamer creates the best sports-related content, whether through gameplay, EAF, Sports FC, NBA 2K, Rocket League, etc., or coverage. Best sports streamer. Best sports streamer. Okay, I don't know. Does it count as a sports streamer? Does Football Manager count as a sports streamer? That's my question. Or is that strategy? It might be strategy. It might be strategy. Who's the best sports streamer this year? Wait, let me tap in. Sully Gnome. NBA 2K. 25 or 26. And the most watched 2K player is Jinxie. That's peak viewership. Give me watch time. It is Cash Out. Oh my God. What is that number? Cash Out. Wait, how are they live like 24/7? Flight 23 White. Give it to Flight 23 White, bro. Come on. FTC. Flight team stand up. All right, we give it to Flight. I'll give it to Flight Reacts. Best Minecraft streamer. Streamer who creates the best Minecraft content. Ooh, I would give it to Ish. Ish is not a streamer, though. Ish is not a streamer. Ish deserves it, though. Ish deserves it off one video, bro. Minecraft. Who's streaming Minecraft these days? Give me Minecraft streams over the last 365 days. Verify you're a human. I'm a human. Chill. All right. What? Oh, this is the Minecraft Twitch account. Whoops. Minecraft. Mobs OIC wonder why they kill me. I'm just mining. Papa Plot is the second most watched Minecraft streamer. Wow. And Basti is the first. The Germans have taken over. Dude, Queso could... he doesn't have enough hours. I was going to say Queso could get the nod here. Oh, I'm blocking literally everything perfectly? Oops. Oopsies. Let me go. I think Feinberg is a great pick. Okay. I think Kuraway is also a phenomenal pick. I'm going foolish. I'm going foolish, gamers. And you can't take it away from me. Yes, it's mostly because of his hair. Yes. It is what it is. Best Marvel Rivals streamer. My gosh. Best Marvel Rivals streamer. Yeah, give me Super TF, bro. Super TF, move on. It's not a question. Super TF, let me move on with my day. Best FPS streamer. Best FPS streamer. I want to give a nod to FNS. I want to give a nod to FNS. I think OniPixel should also be there. I think OniPixel 100% needs to be there. Without a shadow of a doubt. FNS doesn't play games. Guy who thinks this says best FPS player. Best strategy game streamer. Best strategy game streamer. Yeah, bro, give me stands. Give me Staniel all day. Every day of the week. It's NL. You know, I'm trying to think of his game choice this year. There definitely are a good amount of strategy games. But there's also just a fuck ton of Mario Party and daily games and talking about how, you know, Costco slashes their price to 49 cents on items they're trying to sell anyway. You know, like, I don't know if I'm giving him strategy specifically. I don't think you can call the coin flip roguelike strategy. Maybe you can. But I feel like Northern Lion recently has taken a pivot. I feel like he used to be strategy gamer, and you used to go to Northern Lion and you'd be like, okay, yeah, let's see how this, you know, this smart guy comes across, very intelligent, does the strategy game. And nowadays, it's like him playing a game that is literally flipping a coin and giving a lecture to someone in chat being like, isn't this dumb? And him saying, if you can't find joy in the heads from the tails, then you can't find joy getting out of bed in the morning. And that's been a pivot. That's been a pivot lately. But Stans is hardcore strategy. Trick Shot Simulator did change him. You're saying he became stupid? Yeah, so your media literacy is washed. Check out Bluey. It'll help you. Best reality streamer. Streamer who flawlessly creates the best blend of IRL and desktop content. The best IRL streamer. I do think it should go to the clip. I do think the clip should get it. Stable Ronaldo. I think he, out of anyone I've ever seen, takes any public situation and turns it into, you know, must-see TV. Sometimes in ways that I think are horrendous and horrible. Wait. What? Wait, what the fuck is the difference between best reality streamer and... Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. I thought that was the same thing. Okay, so... Okay, I fucked up. Best reality streamer is... Okay. I think we can still... You got to watch Bluey and work on your media literacy. I think we can still keep Ron for best reality streamer because he does... I think the FaZe guys are really good at going live and then swapping from desktop to IRL and desktop to IRL. I think they're quite good at that. I think pure IRL, someone who's never had a desktop, pure IRL is a different category. Man. Extra Emily, yeah, she could get the nod. Rob CD, absolutely. Jenny, yeah. But I think it has to be... This year, I Show Speed deserves a nod for sure, too. I Show Speed 100%. Maya? Is Maya an IRL streamer? Maybe it's just because I don't think of Alveus as IRL. I just think of it as like a larger desktop. It's outside. No, I get what you're saying. It is outside. But it's not like it's what Maya does in my head is different than like Extra Emily. You know what I'm saying? So I just, in my head, I didn't conflate. Like, I don't think of Maya as an IRL streamer. I think of her as like a educational wildlife streamer. That's just, but maybe I'm wrong for that. I know she's not at her desktop a lot, but that's just how I categorize it. I think I vote him every single year. And I honestly might do it just so he gets nominated and shows up so I can see him every single year. But I'm going to vote Rob CD. And it might be greedy of me. Because I think I've genuinely voted him like the last 5 years. But I don't mind. If I vote Rob and then he gets nominated and then he has to show up at Streamer Wars, that's okay with me. Best vertical live streamer. All right. This one's hard. This one's hard because I'm not tapped in on vertical live streams. I don't even know many vertical live streamers. But the thing is, I do know vertical live streamers, but I usually don't watch the vertical live streams. Jason Nash was one of the vertical live streamers I've watched this year. That is true. It's true. I've watched Jason Nash's vertical live streams. I have to admit it. Best vertical live streamer. Jinxie does it. There's a lot of horizontal live streamers that also vertical live stream. You're allowed to skip. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna, but I appreciate you letting me know. I'm gonna write in some shit. Wait, does Hamza vertical live stream? I've seen Hamza's, because I'd give it to Hamza. I would give it to Hamza.
Once you know what my love's gonna.
Slushy Noobs always deserves a nod. All right, I'll do it. Stream game of the year. The most entertaining, novel, collaborative, or fun game to watch on a stream. Brother, it's question. It is Peak. This year, it is Peak. Peak has not only shifted, you know, and it's not the first friend slop game, but I think it was the most far-reaching friend slop game. But also, it like changed like what game developers are working on. Remember when you fumbled Peak? Okay, just to be clear, I never fumbled Peak. The game dev studio pitched a different game to many publishers, including my publishing company, and we said no. I think as well as many other publishers did. And then because they got so many no's, they scrapped that idea, went to the drawing board, and made Peak. So in a way, if you think about it, anyway, Peak 100% deserves it. Shout out Aggro Crab, awesome studio. Best content organization. Best content organization. Peak came from a game jam. No, Peak came from a retreat, I thought. Maybe it was part of a game jam. But the devs did a retreat in the mountains and they made a game. And the game was Peak. Best content organization. Esports or content org or group that produced the best content. This is like so clear to me. There's only one choice you could pick. And I feel like everyone who's putting in different orgs are crazy. Los Ratones! Brother, Los Ratones have been electric for esports. Truly electric. And I think FaZe is going to get their nod. I'm sure AMP will get their nod. You know, all the classics. Maybe OSCS too. But I think Los Ratones have done a lot. They've done a lot. They're not a content org. Oh, okay. Wait, let's read it again. Esports or content org. Oh, interesting. I guess that solves that. Best international streamer. The top streamer excelling in content creation for a global audience, specifically catering to an international or non-North American English-speaking audience. The best international streamer. I think there's a few options here. Speed, obvious. That's one. But I also want to give a nod to Papa Plot. I think Papa Plot has had such a crazy year, and I want to give some respect to it. I want to give some shout outs to Papa Plot. He's genuinely had an insane year. Like, I think he's a top 10 streamer in the world. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I can check. Oh, he's right here. He is the number 19 channel in the world. And he's had a crazy year, bro. He's had a crazy year. So I want to give a nod to Papa Platt. What about you? You're blowing up on Billy Billy. I think I'm going to go crazy on Billy Billy next year. Right now we're laying the groundwork. So next year, when the blow up fully happens, then we go for Best International. This year, we're laying the groundwork. Best stream duo, because 2 is better than 1. 2 streamers who consistently create the most entertaining content together with at least 25 hours streamed as a pair this year. Okay. There are quite a few options that are rushing into my mind. First off, Sea Dog Iron Mouse. I think that's one. Arky Yugi. I think that's another. Yeah, you could have Lacey Marlin. Yeah, that could be one. I think the Botez sisters would count too, yeah. They're a classic duo. But who is better together than the sum of their parts? I think that's the question. Who, when they are together, make better content than they do individually? Connor eats pants and a disgraced right-wing politician. Yeah, that is a powerful duo. Truly timeless. Hi, Swiffers. I can't. I can't not give the nod to Connor and Mouse. I'm giving it to Connor and Iron Mouse, bro. I feel like because their shit is so much more intertwined than some of the other people. Like, some people have had great collab streams, but like there's a handful. I think Yugi and Arky could also be here, but I just think Mouse and Connor are like the option that I watch. I just watch them more. Best streamed collab. This award celebrates the most exciting one-time or limited time collaboration in live streaming during 2025, recognizing how streamers joining forces, bringing in creators from outside the space, help grow the community and the streaming ecosystem. Okay, I can't think of many. So there's Kai LeBron. There was Ludwigs ZFG at Fast 52. There is, I don't think Jason and Sakura, I mean, I guess you could say Jason and Sakura, but maybe, I guess it might be limited. Maybe that would count. To me, it feels like it should be a streamer and then someone who doesn't stream. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like to me. Connor Eats Pants and Haley Welch. What was Connor's best? Was the Kai Drewski Kevin Hart sleepover the first one this year? Or was that last year? That was last year, right? Connor and George Santos was electric. The Rockathon, I don't think that counts. Kai and LeBron. I think Kai and LeBron's a good one. Ludwig and Shohei Ohtani. God, I fucking wish, bro. Fucking wish. Ludwig and It's Will. That was an electric collab. Aiden and Trump. That was last year, by the way. XQC and Will Smith. That stream was kind of weird. Bro, I'm going to go Cuffham and Kai. I'm going to go with... Bro, I'm going to go with Connor Eats Pants and George Santos. Was that this year? That was this year, right? That was last year? Delete it. Fuck. Damn it, bro. Because that wasn't. That was actually must-see TV. You forgot the Gavin Newsom one? Yeah, but it wasn't as electric, if I'm being honest. Gavin Newsom's a bit too I don't know what the word is. Yeah, PR trained. Stuff glances off of him. You can't really throw him off. He was not as flappable. Yeah, he was too woke. That was my... Yeah, Gavin Newsom was too woke. That's my biggest issue there. Dang. Well, now we're back to square one. Kai LeBron is just like my easy go-to here. Maya and Adapt. I feel like Maya and Adapt would be best stream duo, right? They wouldn't be best stream collab because I feel like this is saying one time or limited collab. I feel like they just dead ass collab. It's crazy how you could give Kai Cenat and literally insert any other human all 4 nominations. Because you could do Kai LeBron, you could do Kai Drewski Kevin Hart, you could do Kai Lincoln Park, you could do like you could literally fill up Kai Tony Hawk, you could fill up all of them with Kai Cenat. It's kind of crazy to think about. If you have no taste, guy watching Twitch with red wine swirling in his hands. For me, this one is actually Pookie, and it's Will. So perhaps you like Kai Cenat, but me, something a bit more refined. All right, I'm just going to lock it in, bro. Kai LeBron, because it's crazy to have LeBron James. Best marathon stream awarded to the most impressive marathon stream, one that kept going until the goal was achieved, whether it be the end of a subathon timer, a game completion challenge, or something similar. Dude, this is like one of the craziest, most competitive categories this year. Because you have the FaZe subathon, you have the Mafia-thon 3, you have Enoch's tags, League of Legends 1 week stream. You have what else? You have Ron trapped in a white box till he beats Elden Ring. You have I think Agent Emily Cinna Rage Hawaii trip. You have Fast 52 could be on there. You have Ice Beats America tour. The cyclothon, it's actually great. Well, actually, I don't think cyclothon would count. I actually don't think cyclothon would count, but I think the rest do count. That's crazy to think about. Why not? I believe a marathon stream has to genuinely be uninterrupted. And the cyclothon, because it ends at night, would be an event. So it'd be best streamed event. Although it's called the cyclothon. She said it counts? Okay. Didn't know. I think for best marathon stream, I'm not going to give it to a subathon. I think the subathons are awesome. I think we are at subathon fatigue. We have hit it. The FaZe subathon's going great. There's no shade to them. I think it'll end great. If there's another big creator doing a subathon, get ready for the fucking tomatoes. Nobody needs another streamer to be live 24/7 for 30 days, maximizing the amount of money they can make. with, no real threat of the timer going out. Really just, hey, let's just fucking make it 30 days and farm subs. Because I see the way that American Twitch audiences are going, they're actually just following the French Twitch audience. The French Twitch audience is like, I would say 6 months to like 18 months ahead of us. Like the French streaming culture. They have better marathon events. They have better like overall events. They have, arguably bigger streamers. And the French audience fucking hates half of them. The French audience hates half of the streamers. Because France is in a very difficult time. It's in a very tumultuous time. They're literally unable to get a competent president to lead the country. There's not great jobs for the youth. And so, streamers who maybe you watched during COVID, who helped you pass your time, are now just out of touch fucking millionaires who are trying to suck as much, revenue as possible. This is the perspective of a French viewer. The American viewer is following this path. The American viewer is getting here. And the subathon is the most, not draconic. What's that word? It's the most heightened version of that. Egregious. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to see a subathon for a while. And I know, I'm telling you, bro, 2026 marks my words. When somebody announces the first subathon for a streamer who gets over 10K views and they start trying to farm hundreds of thousands of subs, they're going to get fucking shatted on. Best marathon stream. I watched a lot of it. A lot of people were talking hella shit on it. I thought it was very cool. I Show Speed Tour Across America. I think people were shitting on this idea, and I think maybe overall there were some tech issues. I think it lacked a clear identity. I think that was its biggest issue, because it was like a 24/7 stream across the U.S., but not all of the U.S. I think that was his biggest issue. But I think the moments from it are going to be looked on like favorably in a year's time. I think just right now, it wasn't looked upon as good because it didn't maybe hit as hard as a subathon or something. China was this year, but China doesn't count as a marathon stream. Best streamed event. Best streamed event. I also just respect somebody who, tries a new event. Dude, okay, so I did a lot of awesome events. Fast 52, sure. Streamer Games was electric. Fuck yes. And I saw a lot of other streamers do cool events in the States. One event that I attended this year literally changed how I look at events as a whole. It was so electric that I could not help but be humbled by being in its attendance. I have to throw down GP Explorer 3. It genuinely is such a crazy ass event. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Now, I know that the general audience of Streamer Awards, it's like an English-speaking audience. It's for English-speaking streamers for the most part, because the event's in English. So that makes sense. So I think like there's a chance this wins because I think it did breach the international audience, but it also might not, and I think it should get a nomination. I think it should get a nomination at the very least. Best stream series, the best reoccurring show, series, segment, or repeat event of 2025. Whether collaborative or solo, this award honors excellence in episodic live streaming. Best stream series. I think I'm going to go Fortnite Friday. And I don't even think this is like biased because I'm friends with Connor. I think this is just dead ass. I can't think of another stream series that The only other one I can think of is maybe like, I don't know what you'd call it, but like, yeah, I guess Alveus collabs. It's not, it doesn't have like a name. They need a name for that shit actually. But Rage's Caretakers was a good series too, actually. That's true. Jody's Makeup Swap, that is actually a fun one too. I like that. Nah, these are good. But I really liked Fortnite Friday. Fortnite Friday rules. Best VTuber. Streamer who uses virtual avatar and creates the most entertaining and engaging content. Okay. Is this just the Iron Mouse Award every year for the next 10 years? Like, is this just fucking Tom Brady, you know, and 8 FC East championships? Mouse Award every year for the next 10 years? Like, is this just fucking Tom Brady, you know, and 8 FC East championships? Like, there's no competition. Is it just because the other large VTubers are all not English speaking and on YouTube? And most people who watch, you know, Streamer Awards are Twitch viewers, and Iron Mouse is the biggest Twitch VTuber? Dude, they're going to have to do a 22nd amendment for Iron Mouse. She can't run after fucking 4 years. Is she going to run out of space in her house for the award? Like, best variety streamer. Streamer delivers the best variety of gaming, seamlessly switching between genres while keeping their audience engaged. I think best variety streamer, there's two that stick out in my mind. Squeaks and Northern Lion for me. Oh, and Queso. I forgot about Queso. How did I forget about Queso? Hot dog of me. I think there's 4 variety streamers who I would put for this. Northern Lion, Squeaks, Queso, and Miru. I think that'd be my 4. I think that'd be my 4 right there. Lyric's a forever food. You could put Lyric in literally every year for variety streamer. I guess I'm thinking of specifically this year, but you are right. You're absolutely right. Best variety streamer. I'm going to vote Squeaks. I'm going to vote Squeaks for best variety streamer. I would vote Northern Lion, but I don't think his ass would ever show up to the award show anyway. So if Squeaks gets a nomination, then he has to come to the award show, and I'd like to hang out with him. Best just chatting streamer. Streamer creates the best just chatting content, conversing with chat, reacting to videos or news, storytelling, group activities, commentary, and more. Can I go? Let me make sure I'm right on hours before diving in. But I have somebody who I would like to put for this. I just want to make sure I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. Give me Fan, bro. Give me Fan all day, all night. Fan is funny as hell. She is so funny. And if she does not get a nomination, it is it's a blunder. I think it's a blunder. You didn't see what she said on X, bro? Please don't. You are on X on a weekend. I promise you, I do not care about your opinion. You didn't see what they said about her on X, bro. I live my life through the opinions of others that they post on X, the everything app. I love Elon Musk. Twitter Blue's my favorite purchase. I'm cool voting Fan. Rising Star Award. Rising Star Award. Streamer who began the year under 1,000 viewers and has shown rapid growth and huge potential for the future. There's a few options. I think it's actually a pretty competitive category. I think this is an incredibly competitive category. Yeah, you have Vanilla, KDB, Sakura. You have Danny Bands, Marlon. It's actually crazy. Was it Dapped under 1,000 before this year? I think he was. Was it Dapped under 1,000? No. Okay. I was gonna say. Rakai, yeah, true. No, Rakai definitely was over too, right? I think I'm gonna go with vanilla. I'm gonna go with vanilla. The rise is meteoric, to say the least. You know what blows my mind about Vanilla, bro? Vanilla vlogs. I think she edits a lot of her own vlogs. She'll upload like a 2-hour vlog of her just living life. And her personality is so infectious that that shit gets like 2 million views. Brother, I'm asking the world's strongest person to show up to do an arm wrestle with me and then getting an Olympic athlete to race against me. And we're cracking, you know, barely 1 mil. I'll die never having a personality that electric. Best breakout streamer. Streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names on Twitch. For me, I will be voting Adapt. Adapt is absolutely, I think, a top streamer now. And last year didn't even stream. He genuinely, he streamed the subathon last year, and that was his first time streaming. And in the course of, you know, by the time the award show comes on, maybe 15 months, went from someone who doesn't stream like at all really to, you know, like top streamer. And I think a lot of people's favorite phase member. Yeah, he's in his second prime. League of Their Own, streamer who creates one-of-a-kind content, pioneering a niche or category that no one else does. A creator who's simply in a league of their own. I see you guys spam. And I think Maya is an amazing choice here. Without a shadow of a doubt, an amazing choice. But for this award, give me George Santos. See, he's been on in a revolutionary podcast run lately, and he's doing it different than anyone's ever done it. Okay. Gamer of the Year. Oh, excuse me. The Sapphire Award. The Sapphire Award. Recognizing the best female or marginalized gender streamer of 2025, this award goes to a streamer who shines against the odds in a male-dominated industry and has excelled in entertaining at the highest level this past year. Okay, let me think. Let me put on my thinking cap. And then let me type in KDB. I'm throwing in a KDB nod. Hate on me if you want. She was literally the best part of Streamer Games 2025. I gotta bow down. She made my event. Question marking KDB? So we're just admitting we have no taste. Okay, that's chill. Based on an event? No, she also streams and is an electric streamer. Just say you don't watch and move on. I'm sitting here, bro, telling you Breaking Bad is a good show, and you're question marking me. Time will prove me correct. I don't care if you believe me right now. Time proves me right. Gamer of the Year. Gamer of the Year. Have you watched Breaking Bad? Actually, never in my life, to be honest. Streamer who showcases exceptional gaming skill and entertainment across multiple titles, no matter what game they play, you cannot look away. This is harder, bro. Gamer of the Year is actually a difficult category. Gamer of the year. I promise you it's not a FaZe member. On my soul, it is not a FaZe. There's no FaZe member who is good at video games anymore. They have fallen off. I'm sorry. It's just the facts. Shroud is a forever food here. Absolutely. I think Shroud is a forever food. But I haven't... I actually feel like I want to change one of my answers for these. I'm going to give a Gamer of the Year nomination to somebody who made a career pivot that most would fail at. I'm giving the nod to Jinxie. Jinxie made a career pivot that is incredibly hard to do. Am I adding a Z for fun? I am. Am I adding a... How do you spell this shit? Jinxie. I was at a Z for... Okay. Jinxie made a pivot, bro, from... Siege... to Clash Royale to now what's the game with the block where he jumps? To a mobile game, be fucking for real. Okay, does this not prove my point? We're literally talking about a guy who's playing mobile games getting like 20, 30,000 viewers. Like, what are we talking about? You guys are you're like, he's playing a mobile game. Yeah, he's playing a fucking mobile game. The whole thing is no matter what game they play, you can't look away. He's playing a fucking mobile game. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world. Not a lot of other people are playing mobile games. It also says showcasing exceptional skills. Okay, I know the meme is to make fun of him for his gaming skills, but he's actually pretty good. The only reason I didn't vote Queso is because I think he has genuinely killed 500 plus people in Water Park Simulator. Like, it's exceptional how like dangerous of a park he made. But, you know, at a certain point, you have to admit this is not exceptional gaming skill here. He's a threat to society in that game. Finally, Streamer of the Year. The best overall streamer 2025, consistently entertaining, elevating the brand, standing out, and leaving a lasting mark on the viewers. Okay, if I'm being real, we have another two-way race. We have another two-way race. We are in the era of Ronaldo and Messi in the streaming world. It is IShowSpeed and Kai Cenat just going head-to-head year after year. I think the four that I would put up, if I had to pick four people for Streamer of the Year, if I had to pick five people for Streamer of the Year, I would go Kai Cenat. I would go IShowSpeed. I would go Kadril. I would go Jason the Ween. And I would go Oni Pixel. I think that would be my five. I think that would be my five for Streamer of the Year this year. And I think for my nomination, although he might not necessarily win, I'm giving him my vote. I'm giving it to Jason the Ween, bro. Give me Jason, man. Fucking this piece of shit's been in my room all day. Got your at. Oh my God, you escaped? Give me Jason the Ween! He's had a crazy year. Oh, Queso. Okay, Queso's also in there. Fuck, I forgot. That's actually, we are in the most competitive era of streaming ever. It is crazy. It is crazy how competitive of an era streaming is in right now.